So recently, Google Meet has changed a few things. They've basically moved a couple of buttons around, but the features are effectively the same. So let's take a look at what has changed and where things have gone. So when I'm in Meet here, if I get out of the way for a second, you can see in the lower corner, there's actually a little code here, and that's your meeting code. That's the same code that I would see up here in the address bar if I wanted to tell somebody what the nickname for my classroom was or for this meeting, and I wanted them to join. That is written down the corner for you. Then, after that, what'll happen is you have your microphone button. Same microphone button we've always had. That will mute your mic. You've got one here for turning your camera on and off. And then the next button is for captions. So if I were to turn that on, I would end up seeing my captions as I speak written out at the bottom of my screen there. And that's an individual choice. You can turn yours on or students can turn theirs on, but me clicking this doesn't change anything for the participants. The next one, of course, is the raise hand option. So if there's people in your meeting that need to get your attention, they can click that, followed by the present now icon. And same three options still exist here, where I can go ahead and share my entire screen. I can share just a single window, or if I'm going to play video and things, and I want to go ahead and choose the tab option, so it will actually send that audio through my meeting to the participants. Next, I got these three dots with all those other settings. It used to be over in the lower corner here. Now I've got them right in the middle of my screen, and I can do things like change my layout, bump it up to full screen, or change my background potentially. And then after that, once I'm done with any of these potential settings changes that I want to make, I of course have the hang up button for ending the call. Then what used to be up near the top over here is now been dropped down to the bottom corner. So I've got an option here for my meeting details, and it just slides out a panel and shows me what I need to know. And certainly I can copy that information quickly and paste into an email or something. I've got a people panel here I can click on, and that'll slide out and show me who is currently in this meeting. Of course, from here I can click on people as the host and remove them if I need to. Or I can hit the chat button, start chatting with everybody and letting them know things that way and passing along links. If I have my enterprise features enabled, I can click there and start using breakout rooms and polls and questions and things. Or, of course, the last button, since I'm in control of the meeting, I have my host controls. So this used to be the little blue shield you would see over here on the bottom toolbar, is now in the far bottom right corner. And that's going to give you access to turning off things like quick access, or not allowing people to share their screens or even the chat. So all that stuff is still definitely available. They've just kind of buried it down the side here and gotten rid of it. Or not gotten rid of it, but buried it down there just to sort of get it out of the way so it's not in your screen space anymore. The other nice thing that we have the option to do here is when I do present my screen, if I want to go ahead and pick something here, or in this case, you know what, I'm going to present a specific window because I got a few of them going. There we go. I'll share this just Google search page. When that now comes up, I can actually see what I'm presenting now. So I'm going to see this sort of grayed out option here of exactly what it is that I'm presenting and sharing with the students. But the other thing I can do now is hover on that, click this little push pin that's there that normally you would use to, pin a certain participant and keep them highlighted. Well, if I do that now to myself, my presentation becomes one of the tiles on screen. So I can still see all my participants while kind of watching what I happen to be presenting to them. So that's a nice new feature with this new layout. Most things haven't changed, but that's the big one right there, is the ability to hit this push pin and either see your own presentation or mix it in with everybody else and do it that way. Now, if I do click remove from meeting, that's not really going to get rid of me. That's simply going to remove my presentation. It's like clicking stop presenting. So there's a few quick changes that they have made in Google Meet recently. And take your time, go in there, click everything, you're not going to break it, and see what they all do.